Good morning. Welcome to Flat Earth Early Bird number 2671. I'm your host Arwin. And before we start the show, please don't forget to share it on any platform you deem fit. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the gift card, PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are on the description box below. Send me a super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I can really use it. So please support your local Arwin. That would be great. It is started out kind of nice and fresh, but then it got really hot again, and now I don't know, it like kind of looks kind of hazy up there. I'm not entirely sure if that's due to trails. I haven't actually seen them spraying like consciously. Yeah, it does look like it. Man, that was quick. It must have like happened in the last half an hour or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's a bit hazy up there, but I mean, still sun coming through. There's a lot more wind now. Thank God. I mean, yesterday was like warm and there was just no wind. Right. So yeah, it's still hot out there. And yeah. I'm not sure. I think yesterday there might have been just a little bit of lightning storm at some point in the evening or at night, but I don't know. It wasn't like really in my face like the day before. But I mean, I don't mind. It's like, hey, sun in the day and then at night just lightning storm and a bit of rain. That's actually a great combination. It'll make everything grow like crazy. So and it'll like, well, refresh in the night a bit more, because otherwise it'll just be like these damp brewy nights, and they're not very pleasant. People don't rest very well with that, neither do I. So yeah, keep it up. I'm liking the summer thus far. Been okay. Right, so it is Monday, the 22nd of June 2026. Temperature is 28 degrees Celsius with 56% humidity, 14 kilometers an hour wind, 10% precipitation. Yeah, it's warm nights as well. Tomorrow's gonna be 31 again, and then what? Jesus. 35 Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday 38. That's fucked. That's not nice. That's if that's gonna be happening, it's gonna be the hottest day thus far. Yikes. Well, we'll see. You know, it's half a week away, so they continually change around the predictions. But I mean, I hope not. That's too much, man. Anyway, hope everybody had a great weekend. I did. It was a bit yeah, basically no smoking, but in a way it was too hot for smoking anyway, and eating just fine. I had a nice watermelon from the food bank, or like a part of it, not an entire watermelon. It's a bit much, but that was really nice. And yeah, I ate a whole bunch of fruits, and yeah, it was just fine. Soccer was also interesting. Watched the game, Belgium against Iran, and yeah, Oh, surprise, surprise. Arwen in his oppositional defiance disorder. Yeah, I was rooting for Iran. Absolutely. Because, first of all, it's like a rare thing. Like, they've, like, they don't usually make it this far. And, I mean, from what I've seen, like, they're pretty damn impressive. They're good players. And even the freaking commentators, the Dutch commentators, had to agree with that they were actually good. And the keeper was just epic. And like it started out really fucked up too. There were some really weird little things. But it's just weird and ironic and all that. But I mean, it started out really. Yeah, I'm gonna actually review the game for a little bit because it's just odd. And because I mean Iran, I've never had this attention on Iran before like that. I never really, yeah, dude. Before Trump, like basically assassinated the Ayatollah, I never really had that much attention for Iran at all. So they were basically just not on my radar at all. But I mean, every time I look into them now, it's just wow. These are really impressive people, and it's an impressive country, and they have sound energy in them. And I mean, there's so much freaking propaganda against them that people like to spout that it's blatantly Israeli related or whatever it is, and they just don't deserve it. They literally do not deserve it. I mean, yes, they have, like, the nation itself has problems, and they recognize that like the Ayatollah, I mean, yeah, he's not like the greatest leader or whatever, but he's not actually that bad. It's just being highly exaggerated. And yes, things have happened in the past, of course, but I mean, they're not all that bad. They really aren't. And the people themselves are just very impressive. And I mean, I don't want to be gay or anything, and the women too, but I mean, they're handsome. They're handsome people. Or a bunch of brownies. I mean, you could just really tell the difference between them and like what the Pakistani typically look like, and Indians. And like these are just, they just have this look to them, a lot of them, and they're like really tall and broad built, a lot of them, and it's just very impressive. It just reminds me of old Greece or something, right? Like the statues, it just kind of remind me of them. And I like their shine in their eye. They're like serious and focused. I don't know, I have a lot of respect for them, and it was an interesting game, but it started out really idiotic. Or basically, big black man. What the hell is his name again? I forget. I don't really care that much. From the Belgians, they basically just freaking kicked him. Probably not even on purpose, but he basically just launched himself, and he's like a really big, heavy guy, and basically like, well, crushed him, the goalkeeper, in the side, which was like really unnecessary, and he had to be like carried off. He was like fucked. But I mean, the replacement goalkeeper was legendary. Had a lot of really good shots against him, and he like stopped every one of them, and it was just like, whoa, amazing. And yeah, the overall game was very exciting. It was kind of weird eventually. I mean, the irony is just insane. Black man, and I mean, I have nothing against any of them, really. Yeah, I'm not like hating on the Belgians. It's just that I don't really care all that much. And like, as in Belgium itself, I don't have a lot of respect for Belgium, what they've allowed to happen to their nation, etc. And I mean, they're trying. They are trying to resist and all that, but it's God. And yeah, this a black man called Goy. Yeah, literally, that's how they addressed him. Goy. and he basically got a red card because he, at a certain specific moment where he tried to kick a ball back to his goalkeeper, but it was too soft, and the Iranian was basically in his position, like ran past him, and he was gonna take that ball and try to kick it in, and then he pulled on his shirt, and that's like that is literally like a red card type of offense, and it was all just. I can't, like, in the whole game, I have to say the judges were very fair. They were kind of tolerant but fair, and I'm really impressed. Thus far, I'm really impressed with like the referees. Yeah, sorry, judges. The referees, I think they're doing a pretty fair job. And I think that I just have a feeling like the quality is pretty good overall with the entire games, how it's going. It's just, yeah. That makes it actually like worth watching. Because when it's not fair and when obviously politics come into play, yeah, it really sucks when they do that. And they have done that shit. It seems like they're not doing that so much, and that's actually really nice. It's very enjoyable. They might still do it though, but with some other situation, yeah, probably. I mean, it's almost inevitable. But in this case, they didn't do that. And that made it a very interesting game to watch. It was 0 versus 0, but like the whole game, it was just like very exciting. And like Iran is good, in a good position now with the score, and I'm very curious to see. Like, I'm kind of hoping they're secretly gonna win. I mean, it's never gonna happen, but I mean, it would be pretty cool if they like made quarterfinals or something. Because then, like, they've never achieved that before, and it would just be cool. I like that sort of thing. And I think they deserve it because they're pretty epic people. The way that they handled this whole Iran war situation on them is really admirable, I think. And very smart too, strategically. And so, yeah, I think they just deserve a bit like that. Yeah. Think of it what you will. Yeah. Right, but when I talk about the Iranian people, that doesn't mean like I'm super pro Shiite Islam or anything. I just, from all of them, I think they're actually the least worst of them. Really, the biggest group that's not that terrible. I mean, there's way worse out there, and so that's kind of just how I view it. And I mean, yeah. It's not like every single person in Iran is freaking Shiite Islamic. That's total nonsense. There is a lot of variation of even religions that are just completely legal to practice there, including Judaism. Okay? The people, like, nobody likes to say that, but it's just true. They're there, they've been there for, what is it, like, thousands of years, potentially. Or a long time, hundreds of years at least. And it's fine. And yeah, it's all intact. Until frickin' Israel bombs them, you know? Yeah, that's actually happened. Where a synagogue got bombed in Iran by Israel. It's totally fucked up. I mean, nobody talks about it because it's so insane. So, I'm overall rooting for Iran, and you know what? They're also Aryan people. They are. And it's not like, oh, well, they have this tag on them, or they have this genetic. No, it's just like, look at how good they are. I mean, that's the thing that's actually telling. That's, like, the Aryan thing is really, like, a big plus. Apparently, look at the Iranians, they're Aryan descendants, and they're crushing it. They're amazing. And ironically also being bullied. Kind of just like Germans have been for a long time. And I mean, I'm pretty sure Hitler also knew that the Iranians were Aryans and that he had relations with them over that. Anyway, yeah, that was just that. Sorry to make it so complicated. I know it's just a football game, but it was just kind of weird. It was just telling that it was almost like a microcosm, you know? Like the goalkeeper, very important, of course, in football teams. Critical. What do you do without a goalkeeper? You can't win. They're going to score, right? So you can almost say like it was the Ayatollah, and just immediately, very early on, it just got this kicked out. Yeah, they had to drag him off, just like the Ayatollah was assassinated. Like super brutal. I actually thought the guy deserved a red card for that, and the commentators also made note that he probably deserved that, which is like, I mean, I called them a bunch of liberal fags earlier in this week, but I mean, I might be reserving my position. Like they're okay. Maybe it's just that one guy. I don't know. I haven't seen that guy back anyway. But yeah, it was almost like the supposed strike on the Ayatollah was completely unwarranted and a war crime. And this thing was a war crime. Trump the world just seemed to let Trump get away with it in Israel, right? And this guy, he only got a yellow card. And so they let him get away with it. It's just so remarkable. But then eventually, yeah, and also because, well, Belgium is, of course, the capital of Europe. It's where the big Tower of Babel, you know, Parliament building is. So that's why it's just symbolically, it seems to be tied in. It's very surreal in a way. And maybe they're even striving to do that. Maybe that is a part of what they do with the games. It just becomes very trippy. But then later, the Goy guy, and I mean, seriously, they have a player against them, yeah, the Iranians, called Goy. I mean, who makes this shit up? And then the Goy basically does something illegal and gets a red card. I mean, it's just like, fascinating. Is that almost like an omen? I'm almost starting to like read these football games like it's throwing the bone. I'm divining the soccer game at this point. It's weird, but it's entertaining, and hey, when you're dream walking, everything is just like that. I mean, some people probably would just call me schizophrenic over this, and I mean, I don't know, maybe schizo adjacent is what they used to call me when I went to the psychologist to figure out what I am. Right? Because the big thing is I can absolutely tell the difference. It's just I see all these things and I'm interested, but then it's not like I'm completely obsessed with it and use it to escape the grasp on the real world, right? Which is the typical schizophrenic set of symptoms. Like, that's how you could tell, is that they always lose track and shit and go crazy from that. Like, that's not happening. I'm still very much here on Earth. But I mean, I do see these things. This is all the time. It's like everything is a giant fractal. But I mean, that's just what I do. It's what I've actively learned to do that. It's my form of priesthood. I'm the oracle. Yeah, maybe at this point people will actually take me just a little tiny bit more serious with that. And I mean, if not, who gives a shit? Like, nobody cares. Like, what are you gonna do? Take away my power? What power? Take away my wealth? What wealth? Gonna hurt my family? What family? Yeah? I'm just set up to do this. This is what I'm gonna do. You don't have to like it. You don't even have to think it's real. Yeah. But if you do, I'm here to do this. I hope it helps. I hope it helps you get a grasp on things. Or just be very entertaining. I mean, this thing with the soccer is very entertaining to me. It's kind of fascinating. Alright, I'm gonna put that in the title. Right. So there you go. Flat Earth Early Bird 2671. Divining the soccer games as above, so below. Uncanny resemblances. Oh, and by the way, hello. Person that I don't know who you are. In the chat. Oh, with the new account today. Okay, yeah. Whatever. I'm sure you're not the troll guy. Right. Anyway, hope you're all staying hydrated. And I hope you're all having a nice Monday. Oh, yeah, by the way, I have to again make a comment about OBS not having any connection issues at all recently. It's been actually kind of impressive. Just no faults, no on its period or anything. And I'm really satisfied and happy about that. Thank you, OBS crew, for being so stable now. And Rumble's also been pretty good. Sometimes it lags a bit, so it's behind a bit for some reason, but I mean it technically works smooth, so it's been great. Yeah. Right, but I mean, just watching that soccer game, it just really made me feel like I was watching a symbolic kind of entanglement of the whole war that they've been going through. And they were against, I mean, guys, the Belgians, for fun-loving cultural background, I mean, the Flemish are pretty weird. They're pretty weird people, okay? Interesting though, that very artistic. I mean, there's Flemish art that is really famous from the Renaissance for a reason. They are like they're special, but they're kind of weirdos, a lot of them. Also Dutch related, partially French. But yeah, their team, they call their team the Red Devils. Okay, so the Red Devils go against Iran. And at the very first moment, they kicked like the main guy, like disabled him. And oh yeah, and there's like the goalie guy getting the red card, preventing a goal from the Iranians because they would have had a goal. And then there's another guy that, I don't know, they didn't do anything wrong or anything, but called Theater. The back name Theater. What? I mean, come on. Seriously? It's too many symbolisms. There's too much to handle. I mean, it's all so freaking symbolic. It's insane. Like, did somebody set that up? Who did that? I mean, it's fucking hilarious. But wow. I mean, this is almost like Owen Benjamin item worthy. But I'm first. Yeah, you hear me, Owen? I was first. Yeah, and it's in my title. Yeah? In my title. I just stole your theme. Or you're just gonna have to say, fuck it, I'm doing it too. I'm more funny. And yeah, you're more funny. So go ahead. Yeah? But I'm first. I'm the early bird, bitch. Sorry. I'm in a good mood today. Also, because finally some money got in and I got a proper smoke. Anyway. Hope everybody else out there is in a good mood too. Yeah, but it was interesting. It was a very interesting game to watch. At the same time, I was also having lots of discussions this time on Earth Awakenings because Worldwide debates was just full of garbage. Holy shit, man. It's just... What the fuck? So many garbage people. It's just disgusting. Like trolls in the chat and just annoying ass ballers being extra annoying. It's almost like it... You know what that actually feels like? And maybe it's not funny, but it is a correlate. It is a resemblance. It's the same thing as with the soccer games and the war, but it just feels like the freaking what some people experience as the Islamic takeover. Except it's like the baller takeover. They just go to the places that are popular, crowded, and then just dominate, just by bullying and shit and being super obnoxious and trying to lure you into bad behavior so that, I don't know, they feel superior to you. It's really super obnoxious. Ugh. It's so weird how it's starting to resemble that. And I mean, it's not the first time that there's these correlatory or these synchronous patterns. I mean, with the whole flat earth development, when I was still over at Nathan Oakley's, everything we went through, it really resembled a lot of like political development at the time. With like the tactics that the ballers were using to try to psychologically spell everybody. It just it was really freaky at times. Really psychological, super sharp battles. And I mean, Nathan's probably just having PTSD from all that because he was so good at it, but now it's like it's not that anymore, and he's just stuck at it. He's still got that sharp sword, but I mean the arena is almost empty. Kind of sad. But back then, it just really showed the development that we went through psychologically, argumentatively, and just academically. And then politics was going through very similar type of developments. I mean, it was uncanny how much it was starting to look like one another. It was really, really amazing at times. And I pointed it out plenty of times when it was happening. Right? So there's another set of synchronous patterns. It's happening again. And I think I've actually seen things like that before, except it was just wrong. It was like more in a pattern of, well, the Marxist, idiotic, stupid gay communist type thinking. That is what it was representing, and so it just was stupid and didn't make sense and was just super tedious most of the time. It's not been like that this time around. But yeah, so it's just interesting. I'm starting to see the weave of it, and it's a different tone. It's a different pattern. It's like it was like soccer was completely caught by liberal stupidity, stupid gay communist spirit. I mean, yesterday Royce White, who's actually like running for Congress in the US, but he has like a segment on the Alex Jones show on Sunday, and that guy is pretty epic. I mean, that guy is dude, he is awesome. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but he just was saying stupid gay communist, which is like liberal nutcases. It's that ridiculous type way of thinking that is abused so much, and it's leading to so much insanity and self-destruction. And it really is just stupid gay communist. I like that he said it, and it's like, I want to say it now. And it's so right, it's just that. Stupid gay communist. Probably gonna say it quite a few times during this show. But yeah, Royce is really crushing it. I really like him. He's intense, but he's also very serious. And he can do it in a funny way. And I like that. It's like, I feel very similar. I'm probably not as impressive as he is. He's just a very impressive dude. Like one of those black types, or like half Arab black types. It's just really impressive. I thought he was like Iranian. I don't know if he is though. But I mean, he kind of, it just feels like that. Yeah. I don't think he is. I think he's like half Swedish, half Sudanese or something. I don't know. He's an impressive dude. And he's like, I like it. That's a black dude that I like. Because he gets it. And he's like, he wants to defend the white people. He recognizes anti-white racism and he wants to fight against it. And it's like, yes, we need more of that. Yeah. You just need to get rid of the stupid big gay communists. And I mean, this also reflects, like, I'm also seeing clips, and it just, every time, it's hard to say, guys. I mean, guys, or whoever that's doing, maybe it's just women, I don't know. It's never very clear. Maybe it's a bunch of Jews, but probably not. I don't know anymore, man. But there's just so much whining and complaining, and then things go wrong, and then the only thing that happens is just more whining and complaining. What the fuck's the point of this? Like, at this point, what is the point of like taking your smartphone or whatever, going on the street and then filming like, look, it's all Arabs, it's all Pakistanis, it's all this or that? Like, what is the point, man? You think that somebody in the fucking world doesn't know yet? Right? And then they get in trouble for it. And it's getting more ridiculous. In France, it was just in Elon Musk was the first X post that they posted today when I was trying to look for new material. But my god, it's just, it's just pure this shit. Just showing it. Look, yeah, we're being overrun. And then the person gets in trouble. Gets jail time and shit. It's insane. But I mean, maybe there's a pattern to this. Yeah, maybe if you just keep doing that, and then nothing happens and everybody just gets really fucking demoralized and just hates everybody else, everybody becomes bitter, and then you don't succeed in stopping it. So I have to reiterate, why don't you go after the stupid gay communists? Yeah, people that are like in places of power, the politicians, the judicial system, that are doing these things. Yeah, instead of just like, oh, look at the streets, oh, look at them. How about the people you don't see on the streets? How about the people that actually caused it? Yeah, how about pointing out who they are? Huh? How about that? Instead of just, oh, look, oh, more foreigners on the street. Yeah, we fucking know. You think anybody doesn't fucking know? What the hell? What's the point of keeping to do? Don't do that. It's no point. Actually go after the people that caused it. Okay, dumb fucks? Yeah? Blonde idiots? Oh, my special people. Oh, look, oh, we're... Yeah. How about stop doing the one thing that everybody already knows and just whine and complain about it, get in trouble, and then nothing happens? Yeah. How about stopping that cycle and go after the stupid gay communists that are obviously the ones that are causing it, and start pointing at that, and maybe do a little bit more than just pointing at it. Yeah. I mean, I can think of a lot more things that you could do with it, right? But I don't want to do anything that's illegal. But in a sense, doing something that is illegal, technically, in the moment, might be the only thing that's actually gonna work. Since things that are blatantly illegal, broken judicial system, two-faced judicial system, breaking of your constitution, yeah, that's happening to you, yeah? You can't expect that broken system to stop doing things that break the law. You have to break them, yeah? You have to do it the same way, in a way, yeah? So instead of just making stupid videos complaining about, oh, look at all these migrants, we're getting overrun, yeah, how about pointing out who the fuck did that? Yeah? Or how about identifying the freaking police forces that are really traitors? That are like, yeah, exterminate them. Exterminate the Europeans. Yeah? How about those people? You fuck them up. Yeah? But just know thy enemy. Know the real enemy. Royce Whited. I'm getting Royce rage. Because he has that too. Right. And I mean, I'm saying this now, I know for a fact that in the Netherlands there's a whole bunch of people that actually do this, though. They're like lawyer types. I can't even do that. Yeah, I'm basically a retard in that sense. And I mean, yeah, I don't have a working career, blah, blah, blah. I'm a fucking priest. What the hell you want of me? Yeah, I have a priest and I don't have like some religious order that funds me and that tasks me to do shit. Yeah, I'm a solitary priest with a very serious life focus. And I'm not integrated all that well financially and all that, yeah? This is what I do. But I mean, there are like more studied in lawyer types that have probably found themselves like their world crumbling around them when they were doing good, but they just noticed that like friends just become destitute or businesses implode and shit, and they're just like, we gotta tackle the cause. We gotta actually go out. They are probably really smart and they are getting together, and I'm sorry if I'm being a fucking retard about it. I'm sorry, I'm kind of like more lowbrow like that. I'm just like, I'm a folk guy. I'm a guy that's like in a group and like, yeah, let's get him. That's, I mean, yeah, that's my side. I'm a retard like that. Socially, I'm a retard. Okay, and I've said it before. Socially, yes, I'm very basic. I grew up with the basics and rough things. I was never really a fighter type. Like, I would just always be smart. Like, know when you're surrounded, be very good at escaping, and I am. And just be smart, be a little sneaky, but don't be dishonorable. Very important. If like you're gonna compare me like that, it's like, yeah, I'm like a rogue type in D&D, but I'm not dishonorable. It's very important to me. Yeah, just be smart, tactical. Don't have to be super brush or whatever, you know. I'm not a fighter. But I am quick though. When I need to be. And I'm smart, and I use the smarts. And I use it for speech development and for this whole understanding and esoteric and just figuring out what is reality, because I mean that's an entire struggle on its own. Figuring out what is actually real. We're living in a gigantic information war. And the information war, what it actually entails, and this is going to be like complicated, there's two sides, you see. There's the one side that just sees all the new information that's coming out as disinformation because they got taught in a certain way about reality and they can't let it go. That's just their reality. That's actually the illusion. What is really happening is that people are starting to force their way through that illusion because they see where it's inevitably going to lead. Because that same illusion that has been programmed into us for so long now, for so many generations, at least 4, is it worked for a bit, but it's designed by people that are actually intent to exterminate us all, and that's real. That's not a fantasy. It's not some weird hallucinatory nightmare. It's real. They want to exterminate us. The people that make up these lies about reality and that actually have academic connections and all that, like they write the books for us. It's not, yeah, they're individuals, they're in it together. They conspire against humanity to program us with false reality, a reversed world that everybody's grown up in. And originally, like 3 generations ago, people would still resist that because they had their own background of how they were taught through family, father upon son, mother upon daughter. A lot of folk information was passed on that way, and they would know this is all lies, this is reversed reality, and they try to fight it off. But as it happens, incrementalism sets in, and eventually, after a few generations, shocking events happen, and then people just lose. They forget the past. They forget what happened before that because they got snapped out of it because something really traumatic happened. Yeah, like a world war suddenly, and tons of people die, and suddenly reality is different, and like there's a new programming about what actually happened. Well, and there's people protesting, that's not what happened, but you just can't hear it anymore because everybody got so traumatized, the world's so changed, you're just open and you can't stop the programming. And that's what happened. That's what happened to everybody in the fucking world. Yeah, especially the people in Europe. We all just got reprogrammed. But the people that did that did not do it for our own good. They did it to shut us up, to calm us down, to put us back to sleep so they could continue to conspire to slowly and eventually quickly exterminate us and now replace us. Yeah, they encouraged us culturally to not procreate. Literally. I was subjected to that too in school. And it wasn't super brutal, but it was there, and it was in the news, and it was just a popular theme, and people would talk about it. And it just, that, then eventually it makes it sink in, it normalizes it. And you keep doing that, and then people just stop procreating. And then, oh, we have to solve the procreation problem. Let's replace them by people that want to exterminate what's left of them. Yeah, that's where we are now. It's something that happened gradually over my entire lifetime. Yeah, where in the 20th century, yeah, there would be immigrants, people that would come to this nation or to another nation in Europe because they wanted to live there. They wanted to work, they had skills, they wanted to share it, and they're like, please, we'll work hard. Please let us stay. We don't like it where we come from. We get persecuted there. And then that would be okay, and sometimes it would be cultural issues, but they would come with like, yeah, we'll do our best to adapt. No, it was kind of good. And still people would be complaining about it, and it would be the kind of grumpy right-wingers, and it was a little bit annoying. But then, as the 90s approached, it got worse. Like, they started to just waive the rules a bit, and then these people would just like get their entire families in from abroad. It's just like, hey, it's too far, too much. And then it all turned around, and now they literally just import entire military units of purely men that have no interest in working and that literally hate the locals. They're taught to have racial hatred. Yeah? That's not an immigrant. That's a fucking soldier that's dropped there to criminally exterminate you, you stupid idiots. Yeah? Gay communist idiot. When are you gonna snap out of it? Or do you really want to die for your idiotic programming? Because that's what's gonna happen. Yeah? And it's not the evil right-winger white guys. No. There's already clip. Like, those freaking weaponized white-hating foreigners that get imported, they just fucking kill you. They kill the gay communist. You know why? Because they hate you more than they hate the normal white people that are actually trying to defend their own. They can't help but have at least a little respect for those. It's just natural response. It's like an animal has a natural response. You know? Animals can even sense that. Like, hey, this thing is insane. It's deranged. It's no respect for that. Oh, that human, he has like a family, he's protecting it, and he's like using his senses. Like, an animal can sense that too. Yeah, you don't have to be fucking brilliant to do that. It's just logical. Yeah, so now these imported replacement migrants, they will end up just freaking killing the stupid gay communists. And probably mostly the youngsters. And the oldies as well. I mean, they don't give a shit about old people. Bash your head in. Just for the fun of it. And you get to see these videos. Right? But they're not targeting your enemies. Yeah? Stupid gay communists, devil possessed. No, they're coming after you. So the devil's coming to collect. Yeah? The devil hates his own more than he hates his enemy. This is what happens. Right? So, if you're not a stupid gay communist, stay out of the way. Everybody knows. If you want to actually change it, go after who's causing it. Go to the key functionaries that are rolling out these vicious policies. Point them out. It, like, basically do like a wanted billboard with their fucking photo. Yeah, I mean, that might not be legal to do that, but symbolically, that's the kind of direction. Like, you have to like take measures into your own hands because the system is broken. It's not. They're not gonna arrest them for crimes when they are in control of the judicial system like that. You gotta go after them. You have no choice but to actually do an actual revolution like that. Ugh, intense. Yeah. It's an addendum. I hope it fits. It should fit. Yeah. Take action against the stupid gay communists in positions of power. Alright. Hope you all appreciate it. Rogan's up if you do, and if you don't, well, I don't give a fuck. You might all just be stupid gay communists yourself. Yeah. If you are, hey, you sign up with the devil, devil's gonna collect. Yeah, I did not sign up with the devil, you did. I signed up with God, with truth, taking risk to say things, sacrificing ahead of time just so I can. Yeah? When you have nothing left to lose, you can just be honest. You can be honest as much as you like. That's where I am. Yeah. But I have message of action. Just because you can't doesn't that I can like speak out like this. A lot of people out there, you probably can. You cannot. You'd have like your job you'd lose or other things you risk, right? But you can actually start pointing out like who's the actual cause. You can figure that out, and you can come together with other people and potentially get to an action plan. And there are people out there doing that, and you have to figure out who's actually trustworthy, who's actually accomplishing things. And there are people that are successfully accomplishing things, but they're still very much trying to do it all within the law. And I don't think it's enough. Because we'll be stuck in a 1 step forward, 2 steps back repeating pattern. Something more has to happen. We have to cross a line. If we don't, it'll never end. Or will end. It'll just be over, and we'll have a full-blown Weimar, except with no Hitler to rise up, as it were. Nobody will rise up. Everybody will just die, and it will be a giant shithole. And before you know it, wars, and then entire Europe will just look like Palestine. Is that what you want? You don't want to cross that line? Even if that means everybody's gonna die and this entire place will look like Palestine. Is that what you want? Because that's what will happen if you don't cross that line. Okay? That's my prediction. And I've seen that. That's part of my vision. Very early. It was extremely demoralizing. Because I myself, I don't want to cross lines like that. Not physically. But I will mentally, and I will verbally. I will do my best to really keep pointing out what I see as absolutely critically necessary. With bad consequences if it doesn't happen. I'm very serious about this. Yeah. Yeah. When suddenly you find yourself in a brawl and there's multiple people beating you up, how many times do you end up winning when you just crawl up like a ball? How many times do you win that battle? 0 times. You have to cross the lines. Like, it doesn't matter what the consequences will be at that point. The consequences are even there because nobody crosses the lines. It's just a mowing the lawn, being afraid to stick out kind of situation, yeah? When everybody sticks out, it stops. they're being so brutal because the tension is so high, and they like almost have to like make excessive examples of every individual that dares to stick out, because otherwise everybody will stand up, right? Like in the ant's life, when they all stand up, you get overrun. Yeah, we're right there, and they're being so excessive because they know this is the end for them. They've gone too far, and we're forced to cross those lines. Because we know what's going on. We know where this will end. If we don't, I do at least. Yeah. And hey, if I was a more bulky guy and I was a kind of a fighter type, I would freaking do it physically. It's just I'm not a fighter. I would just end up getting humiliated, and then everybody, oh, big talker, Arwen is such a big talker. Yeah, I know, I'm a big talker. I have a voice, I have a soul, I have sight, I have intellect. I care. Yeah, that's what I got. I'm not a muscle guy, I'm not super weak, I'm not a freaking soy boy, I'm just not a fighter type. Like, without peers to back me up, I wouldn't last. I couldn't do that. Maybe, like, friendly sparring, maybe. But as soon as it gets serious, like, I just have to go into crazy mode and, like, go kill. Purely because if I wouldn't do that, I wouldn't be able to survive it. I wouldn't last for very long. I have to just, like, finish it off immediately. Like, that's like a thing that's in there. I got this bear trap inside, and I'm super friendly, but if you like really, if I can sense from your spirit, and I can sense these things, that you're like trying to cripple me or something, put me in the hospital, like I will go absolutely berserk and you will end up dead, or suddenly losing me because I'm just bolting out of there and I escape. Which is always preferable, because that way you guaranteed never to go to jail or anything, you know? But if I have no other choice, I will freaking break your neck. And I can have excessive strength, more strength than I should, basically, with this physical body. And I'm not super weak, guys. I'm not actually a mega wussy. It's just I'm just not a brawler. It's not my thing. I never liked it. And I'm like sensitive. Things hurt. I feel the hurt. I can survive it. I just really don't like it because I have very open senses. So pain as well is just like very noticeable. It sucks. So that just makes me avoid that always. I'm just not a physical violence guy. Sometimes I wish I was. But if I were, then I wouldn't have developed myself verbally and mentally as much as I have. Right? So you have to do what you're good at. Yeah? And if you're good at like rules and systems and finances and shit, you don't have to be on the evil side. You can be on our side. And you can do it judicially. And there's a lot of great Dutch guys and Jewy guys, like they're Jews that are like really fighting for the Dutch people, and it's like, we love you, I love you guys. I mean, not that much, but I mean, I really appreciate that you do that. Thank you for utilizing your talents for our nation. I really appreciate that. Thank you for trying to save our farmers, etc. Just very urgent right now, right? So there's those types, and then there are basically the young guys that are like brawlers, and they face like a lot of racism, like youths that are just like being super disrespectful, beating people up, beating women up. It's just super cowardly, disgusting, no honor, and like they face those issues. And they have to learn restraint, and they have to know when they can move and not. They have their own challenge, right? Yeah, and then there is just the politician type that is on our side, and these are all Forum for Democracy people, and I mean, I am in awe of them.
And it's like every time I would see them, I would say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I'm not strong enough to do what you guys do. It's so impressive. Like, I would just go absolutely apeshit. I would just start foaming at the mouth and yelling, which is kind of what happens sometimes now. I go to Discord and there's these fucking obnoxious people just being super nasty and just disingenuous, and I just go foaming at the mouth. Like, I could never be a politician like that. They have to, the form of democracy, guys, they have to do like exactly the opposite. They have to just have this iron discipline that is surreal to me. But I mean, hey, if you can do it, thank you so much. And I'm sorry if what I do gets in the way. I really mean it. I'm so sorry. But I gotta do what I gotta do. I feel that I am not doing negative things. I'm just trying to point out what is necessary, and just, I really, really care for the survival of the nation here. And that starts right now with the farmers. And I'm seeing messages out there where I'm like, betrayal, treachery. This farmers party, BBB, right? They're such a traitors. They're so treacherous. I mean, you can't just let them do this. They're traitors. Something has to be done. Lines have to be crossed with these people. Like, this cannot stand. And other things too, right? This ridiculous thing about, oh, you have to lower the nitrogen because of some nature that's there, when that wasn't even there 10 years ago. They literally just put it there. Yeah? I mean, what is stopping people from just fucking it up and just go like, freaking burn it down? It's like, fuck your nature. This is fucking fake nature. Oh, what? And now they can't do the policy because of this torched place that's called dead? Like, why would you allow that to happen? Just burn it down. It's not supposed to be there anyway. It's artificial. So people are gonna basically lose their multi-generational, wholesome family farming businesses because of some stupid, recently put piece in nature. I mean, why aren't you just gonna burn it down? Like, end it right there. So, then what's gonna happen? Like, are they just gonna send the military or something? If it would escalate that bad, if the stupid gay communists and these fucked up covert neo-Nazis, whatever the fuck they are, with the nobility and everything, the secret class, if they're gonna go that far, let them go that far. Let it break then. Let them show military force to suppress our people, yeah? And then the world can see. Then the world can see that you guys truly are like the Nazis. Like the last part of the Nazis, when it all went to shit and it was no longer wholesome. Yeah? Just show that, force them to show that side then, and then it's on. And then the real civil war starts. But you can't just let them do these fucked up, nitpicking, annoying games and push people out of their businesses. That our nation needs those people. They need those businesses. It's for our survival. We need them. You can't let these traitor bureaucrats pull this shit. You gotta cross lines. You gotta take drastic measures. It's gotta stop. Yeah. And complaining about it's not gonna help. You gotta take power into our own hands, and that includes the power to destroy. Alright, anyway. Wow, I've been going for an hour and 5 minutes. Damn. Hey, I'm inspired today. Okay, I haven't even shown any clips yet. Oof. Coffee was sure nice. So yeah, started up. Bunch of esoterica soccer games. I mean, that it was really funny and interesting. And then I couldn't help myself, and it just revolution talk again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if that's not what you come here for, or maybe you are. Maybe you realize it. Maybe you feel the same thing, and you're trying to wrestle free of this endless complaining pattern where you only can complain about it. So, is this our country now? Oh, look, it's all replacing us. Oh, yeah, everybody already fucking knows. Yeah. There's no point to pointing that out. No point, like, yeah, the wound is open and bleeding. There's no point in like, you're trying to scratch open a scar that's already an open and bleeding, gushing wound. Like, there's no point. There's no point in continuing to do that. Anyway. Let's just take a look at some beauty. Hopefully that will soothen me up, back up. Right. Yeah, this craftsmanship in Thailand is just absolutely astonishing. Let's see this. I mean, even a 3D generated AI video game. Do you guys realize that this is so incredible? Like, not even a freaking video game in a virtual space would be able to, like, create something like this. This is just so unbelievable. And it's there. It's just, what? Unbelievable that this exists. Alright. And then there's a lot of things that, I mean, there's a lot of places that seem like they were actually castles and palaces and estates that have somehow got petrified or something, and they turn into mountainscapes. And this might also be one of it. Look at this. What is that? Maybe it's a giant tree stump. Right? There's all these places. It's like giant tree stumps, petrified palaces, and sometimes actual giants that are like dead and petrified, lying on the ground, or huge animals. Like, that's what mountains just seem to be. Like, I can't see any mountain at this point and not feel like it's actually been something before that. It's just, I don't come across them anymore. It's like all of it. All of it. All mountains have been things before they were mountains. There might have been a time where there literally were no mountains. There were only titans. And then the titans fell, and then they petrified, and then things got built out of them or in them, and then those got re-petrified or crushed, and that's the mountains that we got now. But I think that originally the only mountains that potentially even existed were all titans, petrified titans. Right? And or trees, because also, like, Why? Why else would there even be a mountain? You really think it's all tectonic plates pushing up against one another? I mean, maybe some of it, but it just, yeah. There are things out there that are definitely not just plates pushing up against one another over the ages. It just, they're just not. Anyway, yeah, just these two clips. I got a croissant actually. Should I get that? You know what? I am gonna eat it. Yeah. Croissant. Yeah, I'm gonna eat it. Cheers. Right, let's take a look around. No, that's hitting the spot. I really needed that. Yeah, I'm not bumping into any interesting news items. Maybe take a look at RT, what's going on there. Oh, Keir Starmer resigns as prime minister. Okay, so when's he gonna be arrested?
that? Hey, MB in the house? Yeah, that was a croissant. Just a regular croissant. I thought I'd give myself a little treat. How are you doing? Hope you had a good weekend. I survived. I mean, I had a pretty good day. But I'm really glad I have the ability now to stock up. Because, guys, I was like completely out of bread, eggs, mayonnaise, French fries, smoking things. And I mean, yeah, and pretty much everything else, which is all, it was all just right at zero. Yeah, a bunch of supplements. I didn't have fish oil. I hadn't had fish oil in 3 days, so I'm really glad I was able to stock back up on that. I don't even know how I managed to survive that long without. Maybe I didn't need it that urgently. I mean, I did have like really good quality in the last month. And then I can last a little bit longer without it, I guess. But I mean, I did feel like I was gonna get very depressed at some point. And now I don't. Now I'm good. Alright. Anyway, I hope you had a good weekend too. I had an interesting conversation yesterday on Earth Awakenings with what's his name again? I forgot his name. Basically, somebody was hearing me out about esoterica, about what it is to be a truther. And it was just great. It was great to have a conversation on the same line. So talking about frequencies of understanding and awakening and how things move according to the wave patterns. That there's no point in just being like, oh, you don't agree with me, then you're the enemy. And how stupid that is. That you just need more experience with people to understand that everything comes and goes at their own pace. And we both, the guy that I talked with, we both are long enough into this to have examples of having it told to people that were like offended by it and like, that's insane. And they go away, and then a couple of years later they come to you and like, whoa, this flat earth thing is amazing. and sometimes they don't even remember they got it from you. They just rolled into it and suddenly it was the right moment. And that happens a lot. People bump into something and then they just reject it. But it just needs some time to kind of like gradually sink in. And then eventually they can finally switch over to it. They can finally accept it and integrate it into what they do. It just takes time. And in a way, I hope that what I'm doing here, which is like more action driven about politics, about stopping the depopulation agenda, I'm just really pushing this action, this crossing the lines as it were, because it must happen. We're gonna get to that point one way or the other, and if I try to brace against it, then I'll be like complicit in what will happen because we don't cross the lines. Yeah, it's more costly to not cross those lines. Maybe not right now, but we will get there. And so I'm just doing this and I'm saying it, and it's very serious. title a little more. I hope it fits. Ah! No, it did not fit. Damn it. It's Can I get a Rogan's up from anybody? I think I'm doing pretty good today. I mean, I feel very inspired. Basically have gone through a little financial drought that lasted like a full-blown week. I think I did pretty well. Yeah, tomorrow, by the way, no show. Or late. Maybe I'll do a show a little later because I got an appointment. Oh wait, no, I might still do it, but I'll be a little later, sorry. Because I got an appointment again. And yeah, I mean, I think it's actually better to start a little later because then it's a little bit more cool off here. Don't get so cocked. The F Formula One track in your country? Maybe one time, but I mean, I don't really care for it too much. It's too freaking loud. Like, I don't want to be at those because they're literally too loud. It hurts my ears.
And that's how I remember that I've actually been there at least one time, and I immediately wanted to get out of here because it literally just hurted my eyes, my ears. Sorry, hurt my eyes. It's so ugly. No, it's too loud. It hurts. I mean, I kind of like watching the Formula One through the television at times, but I mean, I forget it even exists. It's like when I would be visiting my dad or something, they'd like to watch that on the television, and that would be kind of interesting to watch. But I mean, I'm not really all that interested in it. But yeah, I might have been there one time, but that's a long time ago, and I didn't care much for it. I mean, and it's like it never really, because I think like we went there like as a family once when it was like 12 or something, and it just hurt everybody's ears because we're all very auditively sensitive musicians and all that. Like my mom's a musician, my dad's a musician. I got that hearing, and so we were all just like, "Ow, this hurts. We want to get out of here," and we never tried again. That's cute. Midsummer Festival. Swedish Midsummer Festival in New York City. There's some clip apparently, right?
Okay, this looks funny, but I'm not gonna play it because I don't know what it is. Right, I think I'm gonna round out the show. It's been good though. I'm very satisfied with what I talked about today. Hope you all appreciated it. And hey, if you want to just hear more about me, hang around Earth Awakenings and Worldwide Debates. I often appear there. And because there I can actually have conversations. Because here it's just me, right? It's just me. Nobody actually shows up in my Discord server. Would be cool if they did. I could have a conversation with them, but yeah, I mean, my friends are just too busy. And that's fine. It's not a convenient hour for them, so it's okay. But yeah, I do have interesting conversations there, and they can last very long. And yeah, because there's actually somebody to talk with, right? But hey, despite not having somebody to talk with, I think it's pretty remarkable how I can like talk at least a full hour every day here. Like to see any of you accomplish that and still remain relevant or interesting in any way. Yeah, and like not go crazy on it, because you end up doing just the basic same thing over and over again, and you don't want to, probably. I just keep moving to whatever subject I think is relevant. Sometimes I get esoteric and sometimes I get political. Well, sometimes I talk about flat earth, but I mean, yeah, I'm not a flat earther typically that's just going to repeat the same stuff over and over again. Oh, here's the new Arwin video with, oh, look at the model. Oh, it's gonna just tell us over and over again what it is. Like, no. First off, I don't really know what it is, and that's like part of the actual, yeah, of the learning. And then I have ideas about what it is. Like, hey, the celestial lights are holographic. They're holograms. They're not objects in Euclidean space. Yeah, and that then frustrates a ton of ballers, or they'll just start trying to humiliate you over, oh, you don't know anything. Yeah, and then it's like, yeah, why should I even discuss it? Unless somebody actually wants to hear about it, and then I'll explain it. Nobody's showing up in my chat and asking. If they would, I would talk about it. I have done so every single time it happened. Every single time in the last 10 years. Unless I just talked about it like 2 days in a row and I really wanted to talk about something else. But I mean, that doesn't happen too often. So I just typically talk about what's on my heart or the things that I was into the day before or whatever I'm inspired about. I try to be relevant for the future. Staying ahead of the curve. Going places where I know everybody's really trying to prevent themselves from going because they feel like it's a danger zone. So I go right in the danger zone and basically do a little bit ahead exploring. I'm a scout. I'm a time scout. Spiritual, interdimensional time scout. Oh man, I have to make a note of that. That's gonna be in tomorrow's title, probably. But that's what I do. And so I like to just
cross lines early. But I don't cross lines that I think are excessive. But I mean, when reality and danger becomes excessive, then you have to have an equal response. It's better to have that equal response slightly before you have no other choice. Because usually when you have no other choice, there's already a built-up anticipated reaction waiting, so that even that crossing the line response no longer can be effective. And that's why you have to do it earlier. You have to be there sooner. You can't just automate everything. The whole point is about crossing the lines. We have to cross the lines. We have to do it. Cross the line or die. It really is that. And no, I'm not a fucking Fed. I'm not trying to trick you. It's literal. Cross the fucking lines or die, you stupid idiots. Yeah, or you could just keep complaining about everything and get really numb to all the child rapes and beat up white guys and children and all that shit. Just get numb to it. Yeah? Welcome to the Weimar world. Because that's exactly what the Weimar Republic was like. Everybody was so demoralized, so numbed down from the constant horrors that they were being subjected to. Constant, non-stop horrors. Poverty, hunger, sexual abuse, psychotic crap. Yeah? I mean, it was actually less terrible even than now, because they weren't being overrun by migrants. Those controlling elites that did that back then, they were not even that vicious. Yeah, look at what they're doing now. It's worse. Yeah, and they crossed those lines back then. Yeah, they crossed all those lines. They knew what they needed to do. Are we gonna not do that? And further, because we have no choice? Are we just going to die? Everybody just like, yep, die. Okay, cool. I mean, if you're just okay with everybody of your own kind just dying, rolling over and dying and shitting your pants, I mean, why not just then do it right now? Why not just end it? Yeah? If you're so convinced that your kind needs to end, then just do it now, then. Yeah, stupid gay communist, do it now. End it then. If you think you and your kind need to end, do it now. Get out of the fucking way then. Anyway, enough of that. I am rounding out the show. So thanks everyone for coming. Hope you liked this show. If you did, then please don't forget to Rogans it up. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the gift card, PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are on the description box below, or send me super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I can really use it. Please support your local Arwin, that would be great. It's just for my own food and all that maintenance. It really is that. I'm not a fucking Fed, okay? I mean, if you don't believe me, just check it out, or otherwise, just shut the hell up because you're just fucking lazy and an idiot. Or stupid gay communist. Right. Anyhow. I'll be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 2672 on a Tuesday. Hope to see you all then. Everybody have a great rest of this Monday. Make sure to stay hydrated. And until the next video, keep it flat.